keeps your mind.
It's a light heavyweight meet down in this one, Meat Boy, and for me, there's a reason why this is third from the top. I truly believe that if one of these fighters gets a very impressive win, that they could be next in line following the Pereira versus Jiri fight, depending on how long Jamal Hill's out. But either way, both these guys, Johnny Walker and Magomed Ankalaev, are near the top. Both guys, you can argue, are kind of peaking, and we've seen Johnny Walker really have a great resurgence ever since Jamal Hill flatlined him, made him do the worm. But since then, Johnny Walker has won 3 straight and pretty solid wins, including some finishes as well. He took out your boy Iwan Kutelaba, light work performance of the night, and after that it was Paul Craig, who he sent down to middleweight, and most recently he won a unanimous decision against Anthony Lionheart-Smith. And we were talking earlier, Lionheart is just a great levels test for this division, and a guy that Johnny Walker was this close, probably one punch away from finishing in the second round, but Anthony survived, but still, I thought, got dominated in that third as well. So a great unanimous decision for Johnny Walker, a third in a row, and he's 7-4 in the UFC. He's had sort of an interesting trajectory, had all the hype, then had none of the hype, and now it's kind of back, and they're giving him a great opportunity, a lot of embedded shine against Magomedov, who, again, is 18-1-1, 8-0-1 in the UFC, and the last time we saw him, it was a very close split draw decision, or draw outcome against Jan Blachowicz. And in that fight, Dana wasn't pleased with it. I thought it was a pretty close, interesting, competitive fight, but it definitely wasn't the slobber knocker that many anticipated. So it seems like both guys have, I don't want to say the MMA community is soured on them, but it seems like the hype is dying a little bit for Ankalaev. But is that deserved? And are you surprised that the odds makers don't seem to think so? Because it's minus 360 for Magomed, which is business as usual, and a lot of juicy value of plus 285 for Johnny Walker. So are you seeing some sneaky Johnny Walker dog value, or does Magomed come in here and remind everyone, hey, even though that fight against Jan was closer than people might have thought it would be, this fight against Johnny Walker is going to be a beatdown? Who are you taking?
Yeah, this should be an absolute mollywop. Magomed should destroy Johnny Walker, but sometimes the least likely outcome becomes the most likely outcome. And yeah, just, it would not surprise me if Johnny Walker somehow does get it done. It's almost bound to happen. One of these will be an upset from, Hamzat or Magomed. It's going to be insane. So this card is absolutely stacked from beginning to end, and I truly think Magomed is the better fighter, is going to be more well-rounded all around. He should dominate from beginning to end. But I'm personally fading this one because I just don't like the momentum Johnny Walker has, and Magomed just seems like he's been dwindling, like just being more docile compared to what he used to be. He used to be taking heads, and now he's just trying to survive. Johnny doesn't care about surviving. He just cares about either get knocked out or knock out. So this is really a toss-up when it gets to these big boys. I gotta lean Magomed, but would not surprise me if Walker pulls up the upset.
Yeah, right. It does seem like, I don't want to say Magomedov has slowed down or he's less aggressive, but like the front kick that he landed on Dalcha, not champion, or the strikes he landed on Iwan the second time, like that dude was just an assertive, angry killer, and perhaps it has to do with the level of competition he's seen most recently to explain why his fights have been a little closer. But it's going to be interesting against Johnny Walker because, like you said, this dude goes balls to the wall, and he's fast, he's powerful, and he's a big monster for this division. I mean, the dude is 6'6". He's going to have a 7-inch reach advantage, so if he goes in there just swinging those wild meat bombs, then I don't know. I don't think it's the craziest thing in the world to anticipate Ankalaev getting slept, but in this one, I'm with you, Meat Boy, but I don't at all love the odds because I think that Johnny Walker has some serious life. I don't know if you called it a coin flip, but to me, this is like a much closer fight than the odds are anticipating because Ankalaev has all the pressure, all the hype, and Johnny Walker just seems loose. He seems relaxed. I mean, every time you see Johnny Walker, he's having a good time, and when he takes that positive energy into the cage, he sometimes has some great success with it. At least he has most recently. So in this one, it's going to be close, I think, or Johnny Walker could get slept in 5 seconds, right? That's the beauty of a Johnny Walker fight. So 76% though, Meat Boy is going with Ankalaev, 24% going with Johnny Walker. It's basically all brown, so I'm probably not going to play any of this just because of the odds, but I'm going to be looking at Johnny Walker KO. If it's plus 500, that might be worth just a very tiny dink. But for Meat Boy, I'm taking Ankalaev, but I don't know, Meat Boy. It seems like we both see some Walker pathways.
Yeah, I know there's definitely a path for somebody to walk, but who shall it be? I do not know. But throw in the comments who you taking and why you taking Mr. DJ Dance Boy or Magomed the Warlock.
Bro, what is that music?